Welcome to Ital is Vital, your natural health and wellness stop. Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by to share with Julie today. I hope you're having a fantabulous day today. In this video, I'm just going to run through a list of some foods that you may want to look at in the diet if you find that you are having smelly farts, or if you're passing wind that leaves unpleasant smells. And this can be embarrassing for people sometimes. You may go out on a date, or you may be among, people that you're not so familiar with, and you don't want to be, having smelly gas. And so you may want to look at the foods that you eat. So the first on the list for me is meats. And this includes beef and pork. And this is primarily because they're difficult. They take a longer time to digest, especially fatty foods. The second on the list is eggs. And you do find that some people are in fact intolerant to eggs. And it does cause bloating and also burping. And that's the result that some people get from eating eggs. The third is beans. Not just as a result of the fiber, but also the complex sugar that is contained in beans. That also can lead to an issue, and people do find that they have smelly farts when they eat beans. And the fourth on the list is dairy. And it's important to note that a big percentage of the world population, some people say as much as almost 70% of the world population, is lactose intolerant. And people do end up feeling bloated and gassy after eating dairy. And that includes milk, cow's milk and goat's milk and cheese, for example. The fifth is cruciferous vegetables, and these includes cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale. Some people do have smelly farts, and this is as a result of the sulfur that is contained in these. Wheat and whole grains also can be an issue, especially foods like oats and barley. Some people do find that they have an issue after eating these particular types of foods. We also want to look at onions and garlics and leeks. These contain what is called fructan, and that can lead to this gassing and feeling of bloating after consumption. So how do you stop, passing as much wind? One of the things that one can do is to be more mindful when we eat. Eat more slowly. Take time to chew our foods properly, because digestion, we are helping with the digestive process. When we chew properly, you want the food to be as liquid as possible when you swallow. Take note of foods that you have an allergic reaction to, or foods that you are intolerant to. And I have a video on food intolerances. I did it in a series, and so I'll have links below to that so you can check those out. But you have to be aware of food that create a negative response. There are some foods you eat them and you feel awful afterwards, and you will notice that every single time. And it's important that we take note of these foods, and these foods often cause bloating, cause nausea, cause excess farting. So you want to take those into consideration. And as I noted, gas producing foods, you want to take a note of those. And as I said, the foods such as the beans, the cruciferous vegetables, the dairy, the oats, all of these foods that causes the body to produce more gas. But what I would suggest is to keep a food diary, because you may find, because even chickpea, a lot of people have an issue When they eat chickpea, they find that they may pass wind that does not smell pleasant. Some people would have the same issues with even quinoa. And sometimes it's how we combine these foods. So we have to take note of what we eat them with. So always keep, whenever you find that you have this type of problem, you have to make note of what you eat, because you will notice when it happens and when it doesn't happen, and you keep a note and see what you eat and what you eat in combination with what other foods, because there are some foods you may find that you may eat them with some other foods and you don't have any issues, whereby if you combine them with something else you do have an issue. And sometimes when we are trying to get to the root cause of our problem, we have to just keep detailed notes for a period of time, and you will surely find what the cause is. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes, especially if we eat a variety of foods at the same time, it's more difficult to pinpoint which food is causing the problem, except if we already know that, you know, it's on the list of some of the foods that I have mentioned previously, and there are others that I have not mentioned, but these are the ones that are more prevalent in terms of causing an issue. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be the change you'd like to see in this world. Have a fantabulous day today. Ta-ta! Welcome to Ital is Vital, your natural health and wellness stop.